Hey guys, what's going on? So, we are here at last. Final day of 2017. And I got to give you guys my 2017 Game of the Year. Just like I gave you guys last year with 2016 Game of the Year. And then, of course, you guys already know what ended up becoming my Game of the Year last year. And that was Dark Souls 3. Now, even though I did play a little bit more Dark Souls 3, especially with the DLC, the Ring City that came out in, I believe it was in March, which I've played for so much more hours. Still, there were a couple other games that did come out this year that does need the praise. And of course, this is my review of the games that I considered Game of the Year. But of course, I'm not going to go with the big elaborate list like I had last year because there were certain games that I did pass up on that I didn't get, like Persona 5, for instance. I didn't get that. I didn't get the new Assassin's Creed. What else I didn't get? I didn't get Hellblade, which was a really interesting game that I really wanted to get. I didn't even get that game as well. And just a couple of others that I just ended up passing up because I just was either skeptical about it, not sure about their business practices, and overall it was just I needed to see more. It wasn't grabbing my interest. But I have 3 lists today. One of them being, of course, the Game of the Year. And then the other 2 is my best action game. And then best multiplayer game. So these will be my 2 titles. I apologize. I couldn't give you guys my best fighting game of the year like I did last year. Because this year I didn't even play that much of any fighting games. I have Tekken 7. And I haven't even played that game as much. But hopefully next year I get back into playing more fighting games as usual, and of course reviewing new fighting games that actually come out as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and list you guys the best action games, but first I gotta give you guys the nominations. All these games that I nominate for the best action game, and then of course I'm gonna give you guys my best action game of 2017. So the nomination goes as follows: Nier Automata, Neo, Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, Wolfenstein 2, Destiny 2, Call of Duty World War 2, and Star Wars Battlefront 2. So, with all these games that I've listed, and granted, I did put in at least over 5 hours and more into all of these games, whether I'm playing the single player campaign or I'm playing the multiplayer, with the best action game to me would be the game that I feel like there's like a lot of action. There's actually challenge within this game where I feel like, okay, I'm being challenged at certain parts here and there, and I've come across certain obstacles that once I get over it, I just feel ecstatic. I feel great. I feel amazed. So when it comes down to the best action game for me in 2017, I'm going to have to give it the Neo simply because when it has this style, like this Dark Souls style type gameplay, and then you have just samurais, ninjas, and mages, which it all worked out really good in this game, man. I'm surprised that not a lot of people picked up Neo. It was kind of a very slept title, but it was overall a good game. Even the story mode, granted, it was, I'll be honest, a little bit forgetful because you kind of just be like, okay, I'm just going along with the story, okay. But it was just more so the gameplay overall that kept me really interested in the game, especially when you experiment with different weapons, go up against different enemy types, and then these really interesting boss battles that you have in this game that just keeps you engaged for hours and hours of more of gameplay. So when it comes down to the best action game of 2017, I'm giving it to Neo.
この先も苦難が待っておろう。じゃが、忍びたる者の心は常に水のごとし。せいてはことをしそんじるぞ。
化けて出てまで説教か。親父殿も変わらんもんよ。
All right, so now we come down to the best multiplayer game of 2017. Now, these are games that that I would consider playing online with a group of friends or just a friend in general. As long as it's more than yourself, you're playing with somebody else, I consider it a multiplayer game because it's you and another person, or it's you and a couple of other people all playing together. So, granted, I didn't play that much of multiplayer games this year, and I think this year was a little bit weak with the multiplayer games because there wasn't really that much that was like, oh my god, I need to play this. I mean, this game is so great and awesome. It wasn't so much, but there were some games that did keep. There were some multiplayer games that did keep my interest for hours on end. So I'm gonna go ahead and list you guys the multiplayer games that I nominate for 2017, as well as my best multiplayer game for this year. So nominations goes as follows: you have Ghost Recon Wildlands, Destiny 2, Call of Duty World War II, and Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, when it comes to the visual aspect of these multiplayer games, I will give it to Star Wars Battlefront 2. I will say that because comparing it to Destiny 2, which comes second, Ghost Recon Wildlands coming in third, and then Call of Duty World War II coming in last, I will give it to Star Wars Battlefront 2 as the better looking of all the games, but that is not my best multiplayer game of this year because after a while playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, I ended up just getting a little bit bored, especially when playing game modes like Galactic Assault, because only the Starship Assault, or when you're in the jet just fighting other jets or whatnot, that was the fun part for me in the multiplayer game. So it didn't do much for me. And then of course Call of Duty World War II, after a couple of matches here and there, I'm just like, okay, I'm bored, I want to play something else. And then you come down to the other two games, but I'm going to go ahead and just tell you guys my game of the year, and that's Destiny 2. Because, granted, with Destiny 2, with the end game content towards the end of the single player, it does kind of get a little bit lackluster. But I will say, for the most part, playing Destiny 2 with my friends online, I've had some of the best experiences ever. And granted, yeah, I still have not completed a raid in Destiny 2, which sucks because sometimes trying to get a group of people is hard. But then once you get that group of people, now it becomes even more difficult to work together as a team. You try to tell people it's a simple shit to do. If they don't do it, they end up getting killed early. I mean, I'm sitting there in my live stream just like, oh my god. But overall, I will have to give it to Destiny 2 because I've had a lot of fun playing Destiny 2 than I have in all the other multiplayer games that came out this year. Because granted, yeah, this year was kind of weak on the multiplayer side of games, but overall, I'll just give it to Destiny 2 because at least I've had a lot of fun playing Destiny 2 compared to the other three games that I've mentioned.
3 opponents down, outstacked. That was inconceivable. The route is on. Finish it.
All right, so we're going to get down to my final game of the year. With all the games that came out this year, all the games that I've listed, granted, I have completed this year at least 14 games. And out of the 14 games that I completed, I've completed Ratchet & Clank, Call of Duty and Infinite Warfare, Neo, Horizon Zero Dawn, The Last of Us Remastered, God of War 3 Remastered, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, Wolfenstein 2, Call of Duty World War II, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Nier Automata, and Doom. And of course, on another list, I've completed Destiny 2 and Ghost Recon Wildlands. So altogether, that is 14 games that I've completed this year. I think that's a little bit more than I did last year, because I remember last year I don't think I've even hit the double digits. Like I've completed like over 10 games in 2017 and whatnot. But overall, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Oh Lord, am I still online? But yeah, man, 2017, my game of the year. My game of the year for 2017. I'm going to give it to Horizon Zero Dawn because overall that game took me by surprise. I did not know that I was going to be really intrigued by this game. I did not know I was going to be really fully invested in playing this game because a lot of people were a little bit skeptical about it. Even looking at the trailers, you're like, yeah, I don't know what this game's going to be like. I'm not sure what it is. But when you sit there and you play this game and you immerse yourself into the world of Horizon Zero Dawn, you're just like, wow. Wow. I mean, this is amazing. This is great. And then, of course, you have the story mode, which is really good. Now, to others, it's not as good as they may see it out to be or whatnot, but I like to give credit where credit is due. Guerrilla Games really got themselves a real gem on them. And it's a good thing that now they're looking at to do other games rather than the Killzone series that we've known them for. Now they have something that is actually a big hit success. And this game actually did sell over 2 million copies. That's great. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn is a really good game. And if you have not gotten this game, unless you're gaming strictly on PC and Xbox One, if you have a PlayStation 4, get this game. And I promise you will not be disappointed. This game literally will just take you away. I mean, it'll just immerse you in its world. The characters, the NPCs, the main character herself. I mean, this game had me playing, sitting there for hours or whatnot. I'm still playing the Frozen Wildlands DLC expansion. That's going to take me a while to get through. I just wanted to go ahead and just get through some other games. Now, I did say I completed Doom, but by the time you see this video, Doom is completed. I've already beaten the game. Right now, it is Saturday night, and I've only got 2 more missions left to do. And after that, I'm done with the game. And yeah, this video will be up by the time I'm finished with the game. So Doom will actually be my 14th game completed in 2017. Who knows in 2018 how many games I will beat. But overall, for this year, I'm going to give it to Horizon Zero Dawn as my 2017 game of the year. If you have not picked up this game and you have a PlayStation 4, what are you doing? Get this game. You will not be disappointed. Anyway, guys, that is all. I would like to wish you all a happy new year. Hopefully you had a great time during the holidays. For those that work, it sucked, but hey, it is what it is. But if you're playing some multiplayer games, guess what? You got some, newbies playing online with you and whatnot. Go ahead and know them. Get them kills up, pub stomp, whatever you want to do. But overall, man, I mean, 2017 has been a good year for gaming. A little bit lackluster on the multiplayer side, but overall, it's been really good. I will get back into the fighting game scene, and the first game I'm gonna get into, you guys already know, Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm getting that game day one. You guys will see me on it very frequently. I also will be playing Monster Hunter World as well, but I won't be doing like a playthrough live stream. It'll just be, a stream here and there or whatnot. And whatever game that comes out afterwards, I'm just going to be playing it. I will pick up Persona 5 on a later time date because I still have so many other games I want to go through. And of course, I also have games on my PC that I want to finish. So all in due time. Hopefully this year, my gaming list goes from 14 to possibly maybe close to 30 games. But then, of course, real life problems happen and whatnot, but it is what it is. What can you do? Anyway, guys, continue to keep on gaming and have a happy new year. Let's make 2018 a great year. So that being said, stay classy.